Obviously, exciting day for Johnny Football as one of your own. Got a chance to go compete for the Kansas City Chiefs at their camp this summer. Tell me a little bit about Evan Clark, the player.
Well, he's a dynamic player. He's an Arizona kid, Phoenix, Arizona, and we went down to his high school. And there's a lot of kids obviously down in Arizona, not a lot of places for them to go. So we were appealing to him, and he came up to St. John's. I remember we flew him up here, and he loved it, and ended up coming here. And he was a very raw football player when we got him. Obviously very fast, but he didn't have great hands. And I got to credit Cole Heckendorf, our receivers coach, who worked with Evan from his freshman year on. And by the time he graduated here this past fall, he was obviously had great hands and opened the eyes of a lot of people. But he's a great young man, very personable, works hard, one of the most positive guys I've ever been around.
Now, did he talk to you about wanting to do this and wanting to go compete at the next level?
Well, I think every kid has that dream when they come out of high school, and I think Evan's probably, even though he's coming to a D3 school, I think he realized that he did have some pretty good talent. And his big attribute, he's blessed with great speed. Last year at the St. Cloud State Junior Day, he was there with the St. Cloud State kid, and the Vikings and the Bears had him timed at a 4.42. Well, that immediately opened some eyes because, like the scout said, there's not that many of those guys around, even in Division One. There's a number of them, but there's not a great number of them. So when you can run a 4.42, that opens up a lot of eyes. And once word got out, then we had I think we had 22 teams that came here this past fall and watched him at practice and watched film of him. So I felt that he was probably going to have an opportunity, and we kind of told him that after his junior year. You're going to have an opportunity probably to play at the next level, or at least get an opportunity to try out there. So I think it was in his mind, especially the last couple of years.
Now, what are some things that you've worked with him very closely, that he needs to learn and grow here competing at the next level?
Well, obviously the big thing is you're coming from a D3 program where, every day, the kid you're going up across from you is probably not a National Football League player. So now he's going to have to pick up his game and raise the level of play. To every play, you're going to be judged out there by how you're doing, and you're going to be going against a lot of people just like you who are trying to make a team. So he's a competitive young man, and he's going to have to use every ounce of that competitiveness now to make himself known. And once he gets with the Chiefs now, they've got other receivers, so he's going to have to do some of the other things, maybe play special teams and things like that, and open their eyes in that area.
Did you get a chance to talk with him the last day or so about his camp invite?
I did. I talked to him on Saturday right after he signed with the Chiefs. He let me know, and I had been in contact with him through the day, just to say, hey, hang in there, because we weren't sure. We had heard that there's a possibility that he could have been drafted late. A couple of the teams that were very interested in him had late-round draft picks in the 7th round, and typically that's where you're going to see a D3 player drafted. And when that didn't happen, I just shot him a text and said, hang in there, you're going to have opportunities. And a couple hours later, then he texted back and said that he had signed with the Chiefs.
All right, well, I'm sure you'll be watching very closely this summer, seeing how he's doing. And, again, congratulations to have one of your athletes go out and compete in the next level.
Appreciate it. He's a young man that deserves a shot, so we're hoping that he'll open some eyes at the Chiefs camp.